so let's get started. I'm just going to give you a brief demo of an app that I built at another hackathon to give you an idea of what you should be focusing on when you give your demos tomorrow, so you can win lots of money and prizes. That's why you're all here. So the main thing is show, don't tell. Make sure when you're up here, you are showing off the things that your app does, not talking about what it does and how it does it. Just show it off. So I'm just going to give you a quick demo and then take some questions and we'll go from there. So I have a problem. I'm really angry with the government in my neighborhood, in my town, and I want to call my congressman and say, hey, I want you to vote a certain way on this issue, but I don't know his number, and so I go to the internet and I try and find him. So I'm going to call Senator John Kerry, and I just went to Yellow Pages and searched for him, and there's an issue with my search. So I'll try Yahoo people search.
Wait.
Also, I'll get a lot of results, but I'm not really going to be able to find John Kerry's contact info. So wouldn't it be great if I could just call one number and get in touch with the Congress people that I need to get in touch with? So I built this thing called Call Congress. It's just a phone number. It's toll free. You can call it anytime, and it will connect you directly to the people who are important to you. So I'm from Massachusetts, and my phone number is a 413 area code, which is Western Mass. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to call this number, 888-491-2262. Call. And I'll put it on speakerphone so you can hear it.
Thanks for using Call Congress. We make it easy to contact senators and representatives from your part of the country. Here's a list of your senators and representatives. Select who you'd like to connect to. Press 1 for John Kerry. Press 2 for John Olber. Press 3 for Scott Brown.
So I wanted to contact John Kerry, so I'll press 1.
Please wait while we connect you to John Kerry. Thank you for calling the office of Senator John Kerry. To leave a message for Senator Kerry, press 1. To leave a message for the press office, press 2. To leave a message for all other staff, press 3.
So I could leave him a message, but I'm not going to. I don't want to overburden him with demos. So that's the solution to my problem. And if you call it yourself, you can go ahead. It'll detect based off of your phone number where you're from in the country, and it will give you a list of senators in your district. So it's not totally perfect. It doesn't know where you are, so I'm in Pennsylvania right now, and I could just have moved, and I still have the same number, so it's not perfect. But I could add a few features like GPS location, or the ability to opt out by pressing 1 and saying, like, entering a zip code. But that's the general thing. Also, if there's a problem looking up your region, it forwards you to the National Congressional Switchboard. So you can just ask for your representative there. I wanted to give you a little idea of the technology I used. There's this great thing called Sunlight Labs. It's based out in DC. They make APIs that are APIs for government. So they take all kinds of information about elections, about Congress, about voting, about everything. And they put it into these really nice APIs and they give it away for free. So I used one method from their API called the legislators all for zip method. And it's really straightforward. You just give it a zip code like this, and you get your response in JSON. And you have all this information, and I just used the phone number thing right here, and that's it. So that's my demo, and if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. Yeah, go ahead.
How did you figure out exactly where the person lives other than the area code, like in terms of getting a little bit more granular?
What do you mean?
So like if I have the 310 area code, are you able to tell me?
So I'm not able to give you your very hyper-local people, but that API call gives me back everybody that could be relevant to you, and the list is usually no more than 5. Because it's just senators and legislators, so or senators and Congress people, I'm sorry. So it's like 5 or 6 people from your district based off of your area code. The Twilio API gives you back a zip code when you get an incoming call. Use that zip code on this message from Paul Congress or from someone else. Yeah. Good question.
Can you actually get in touch with the center?
Yeah, actually, they won't actually answer the phone themselves, but on a weekday, a real person answers the phone.
If you didn't have this app, how would I contact that?
You could look up probably Senator. Call your senator. You go to their websites and you can look them up in this really beautifully designed directory. It's lots of fun to use.
Is that how you?
No, so the Summit Labs API actually has a method that you can just call and it gives you all the information in a nice formatted way. Another cool thing that we could do with this is, since it's all open source, you could take this code and run it on your own number. So an application would be, say you're an advocacy group and you want people to call in and vote about a certain issue and say, hey, make the Congress people vote this way on a certain issue. So you create a new phone number, you put this app on it, and then you publicize it like crazy. You can see all the statistics of who's calling in, who's calling the Congress people, how long they're staying connected for, all that stuff too, just by using an app like this. Any more questions about the app? And then I want to take some questions about presenting stuff. Any more questions about the app? No? Okay, so any questions about demoing? There?
I noticed you went into how you develop the app, like how the app works versus like how you actually retrieve information and how you made the app. You recommend actually discussing that?
Definitely show it off, like show what it does. Like the primary portion of the demo was, here's the problem, here's the solution, here's how you use it. Like show it to me on the phone. I want to see it, I want to hear it, I want to touch it if I can. And then like I just wanted to show you guys that additionally, but I don't think it's totally necessary. You'll have 2.5 minutes or 2 minutes. You'll have from 2 to 2.5 minutes to get your demo out. You probably won't have time to go into technical details. But if you want to mention like, oh, we got this data from like Sunlight API, or we got this, we thought this was really cool. That's fun to do. But really, you should focus on what's the coolest thing that your app does and show it off. Yeah.
So just curious, how do you find that API to work with? So for example, if I have like an idea to do, right? How do I know if there's already a existing API I can use to do?
So one good resource is Programmable Web. So this is a directory of APIs. You can go there and you can search for APIs about anything. So if we type in like government, you'll see 79 government APIs, and you can look through them all. So that's one good way to find APIs. I found this one because I know somebody who works there. Yep.
In terms of monetization, like, should we talk about that?
I don't think so. I think it's more about like how cool is your stuff, show it off.
And then, how would you recommend if you need to show something with like multiple phones in terms of like a group setting? Like, what's the best way to do it?
I mean, you could put phones side by side up here. You've got space for probably 3 of them. So yeah. Also, you're not going to be using your laptops. Okay. You're going to be using this machine. So make sure that all of your stuff works on the web from Windows.
So no presentations?
No presentations, no slide decks. I mean, if you want to show like a graphic, basically I showed, I did like this number, and I showed like a logo, but like it wasn't really a deck, just like a few pictures. I mean, I don't know if in some cases you have like a really like finicky demo, it may be prudent to like record your phones, like to make it a short little thing, but that's a case-to-case thing, I think.
How do I show my app on the phone on that computer?
Well, actually, up here,
Okay.
this is just a camera, so you can just put it. Also, when you're up here, there's an autofocus button. Don't press it. It's set up to work. Don't press it.
What if I really like to make some PowerPoint presentations that?
That's him.
Yeah, if you want to put like a Google Doc thing and then just use that as a link, go for it, but it's strongly discouraged.
Yeah.
Like, nobody wants to see a PowerPoint, we want to see the cool thing you built.
Show, don't tell. Yeah, show your stuff off. Those things. Like, I mean, it's always fun to get people involved, and like, there's some way that you can let people use your app, you should definitely do that. Any more questions about stuff? Yeah, up there?
Is it okay to use an app option? We have a software capture card that runs on a computer.
Strongly, strongly discouraged. If there's nothing else that you can do, like, talk to me.
Yeah, make sure you make arrangements if you have like a desktop software that needs to run. We'll probably have a like presentation order ahead of time.
Yeah, and this room is going to be empty from like now until then. So if you want to try and make sure that your stuff works, just come in here.
I think actually what you should do is you should, like when you make the presentation order, like make a checklist of everybody and make sure they've all practiced like getting their stuff set up.
It's a good idea.
Yeah. Anybody else have questions? No? Okay, well I'm sure you guys are gonna be like really great. I can't wait to see the demos. If you need help with anything, go ahead.
So the website says 5 minutes. Are we changing that because we have more teams than anticipated, or is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, it's being changed because there's too many people.
Or we could be here till like 5, 6 p.m. Like we do have that option.
What's the worst thing you've seen somebody do for
I've seen people get up and not do anything. Like stumble through their words, not show any app, talk about things they work with and stuff they like want to do but not anything they've actually done. So like really make a point of what's the one thing you want to show off. So like that presentation that I did at the beginning of this event, the Twilio phone presentation, I practiced that presentation for like 12 hours. Not before this event, but I gave that to a crowd of like 1,000 people. And before that, I practiced it. And I originally had like a slide deck to go with it, and I had a whole bunch of points I wanted to hit, and then I like just threw everything out. Like over time, I just kept on like taking things out because 5 minutes isn't very long, and 2 minutes is like really, really short. So pick one thing you want to show off and do it really, really well. I don't know what the judging stuff is, how the judging stuff is going to work, but I know from 12 to 1:30, judges are going to walk around and look at your apps and get an idea of what they are. But I'm sure the presentation is going to make it have an effect. So if you show off something that's really, really impressive, it's going to like make you do better in the judging. Yeah.
Is it better to have, let's say, like two team members present, or would you think it's encouraged to try to get everyone to be part of the presentation?
I would definitely discourage you from having everybody on stage. 1 or 2 people is good. Oftentimes it's good to have one person present and one person drive. So like you could have one person over here doing the buttons and like managing the app for you, making sure everything works, and the other person could be talking. I've seen that work really well a lot of times, especially with mobile apps. More questions?
Let me talk about submissions really quickly. So we'll deal with this more in the morning, but the way it's going to work is once you're basically ready and you actually have something that you're ready to show, we'll register you. That'll put you in the presentation order. That means you have a team name. That means like all that is finalized. And then, so this is just the first part, right? We do the judges, we do the presentations. You know, we'll have a bunch of people come check it out. Then we have the Student Choice Awards, which will be from Tuesday to Thursday. We're going to put it up online, and any college student can vote for your app. There's a prize for that. For that, I'm going to need a logo from you, and probably a short video or like a way that you can actually get your app out to people. We'll talk about that more Monday, but be aware that we're going to need to have some materials if you want to be eligible for that. So yeah, so that's not a bad idea, but like in the past, if you like actually spend the time to make a 1-minute YouTube video, it's going to be better than a presentation of like you up on a podium. Yeah.
So talk about that on Monday. You mean like you'll email us the details?
Yeah, I'll email you the details on like Sunday, and then Monday midnight the voting starts. So like Tuesday night the voting starts.
So we shouldn't be expected to have a video like tomorrow, right?
You're welcome to, if that's what you want to do for your presentation, but